Hi there, I'm Peter Van Dort.
I'm Kevin Jennings.
And this is Peter and Kevin Do Romania. Well, Romania. When you think of Romania and Transylvania, the region of Romania, you think of vampires and spookiness and big castles and Dracula. But to be honest, it's exactly that.
It really is.
It's been pretty much exactly that ever since we came here. It's just been dark, gloominess, foreboding.
Thunderstorms, dark castles.
I guess we'll start from the beginning. So we've come from Bulgaria, across the border to Romania, and that was an experience in itself. We crossed the border actually singing a traditional Romanian folk song, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know the one we're talking about.
I know.
It's called the Numa Numa song.
Yes.
So it was really great. You know, we crossed the border, we crossed the bridge, the friendship bridge that Stalin forced Romania and Bulgaria to build because they hated each other. But, you know...
Crossing the Danube River.
Yeah. Singing, well... So that was symbolic.
That was our entrance to Romania.
Yeah. We came to Bucharest, the capital of Wallachia, and we had a really nice, entertaining hostel guy called Marius. He asked us a few things. First of all, so we learned a lot about the Romanian person through him, because first he was like, you're from Australia. You must be, are you corrupt? I'm like, are we corrupt? Yeah, are you corrupt? And we said, not really. And he's like, it's not good, you see. You need the corruption. It's the grease. It helps society move. You know, you want to get something done, you bribe, and you get something done. So we can learn that. I mean, straight away for Australia, we've learnt, be more corrupt. It'll help you in the long run.
Yes.
Romania has shown that.
It has.
What else did we learn? Well, we had problems ordering things. Like, you go to a corner store and we need water. And we go, and I take the water and the money to the register. And can I have this, please? And she says, no. And I'm like, okay, must have been some sort of miscommunication. So I'm just asking, yeah, I just want just the water, thanks. And you give her, you know, the money, and she says, no.
No.
And you're like, no? No. No. Sort of showing us to the door. So we didn't get the water.
Yeah.
And we told this to Marius later. And Marius is like, did you smile? And we're like, yeah, we smile. We're Australians. We're friendly. We smile. Never smile in Eastern Europe. If you want to get something done, do not smile. They will not take you seriously. It's basically like...
It's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
And they will leap upon it.
And they did. So he said that we should sort of always... He showed us how to order. Give the money. Sort of got to be very firm with them. So that was quite interesting, and we did that. And and he said, pretend that your mother's just died when you're ordering something, and we did. And
we haven't had any problems since.
So there's another thing we learned in Australia: stop smiling, and beg for a service. When you go to a supermarket or something, you're doing, they're doing you a huge favour. Okay, so like, beg, please, I want to buy this, please. Or if not beg, just be really, really firm and pissed off.
Yeah, and don't be grateful by smiling.
No, just stop smiling.
It's perceived as being weakness.
Yeah. But since then, since we left Wallachia, we've come to Transylvania. Ooh. And as soon as we got here, of course, thunderstorm, lightning. And we thought, well, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
That night was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah. What happened is we went to this nice Romanian restaurant, and we ordered the strongest Romanian brandy there is, and it was nasty.
It was.
It was feral. What did you say it tasted like?
Horse's piss.
Horse's piss. Yeah, that's probably a good description.
Romanian horse's piss.
Yeah, the drunk horses.
Yeah.
And we had that, and that was nasty in itself. But as soon as we had this Transylvanian brandy, lightning.
So
it's just huge thunderstrike lightning. So that. Now, I suppose when you think of these things, we're thinking mainly of the Count, I suppose. That's our main reference point. Because I think from a young age, the first Romanian you meet is the Count on Sesame Street. So
the Count.
The Count, I like to count. 1, ha ha ha. 2, ha 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 ha. So, Romanians are a little bit like that. Probably not as friendly as the Count.
Yeah, imagine the Count with a...
Yeah, the Count, but never smiling.
Yeah.
Not so much of a muppet, just Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went to the castle where the real count apparently lived years ago. And I think the real count was like a former ruler in this part of Romania. Well, he's a former ruler of Wallachia, and it's not the count, but who the count's based on, Vlad Tepes,
Yeah.
the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler. He liked to impale.
He used to impaled many Turks, and his impaling wasn't like it was actually. People think, oh, maybe he just stabbed him through the heart or something. No. It was up the arse. It was up the arse, and you would die for 3 days in extreme agony, and that's what Vlad the Impaler liked.
Horrible person.
Well, yeah, I thought he was a horrible person. I mean, I've heard stories about that, but
You would think.
it wasn't just that. It was like in this town of Brasov behind us. This was a German Saxon town. Now they were good, decent people. And Vlad the Impaler was actually protected by Saxons when he was growing up as a kid. He lived in a Saxon town. They were, if not his friends, they sheltered him. Well, he came back here and he impaled them all. Now just think for a moment. Think about how horrible that is. This whole town, right? Nothing but Saxons who have been impaled up the bottom. Just think about that. Think about their German accents crying out in pain. You know, to be like, ah, oh, my bottom, oh. Just think about that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone up further. It's getting into an Indian accent now. But yeah, Scheiße. So that's horrible. So he's a horrible man. So we're inside Bran Castle talking about how horrible Vlad the Impaler was, and this man, some like enthusiast.
Yeah, there are now Vlad enthusiasts.
And he took issue with me claiming that Vlad the Impaler was a bad man. He's like,
Vlad was a good man.
Actually, he was a good man. He helped the poor, and he only impaled the rich and the Turkish people.
And bad guys.
It's interesting because, yeah, as you were saying, like even based on that, kind of is a bad thing, even if he was just doing it to them. But he didn't just do it to them. He did it all the Saxons. You know, the Saxons.
But if there are only bad people who did it, then you know.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I take a bit of issue with that. And I mean, yeah, okay. He helped the poor. He did get rid of poverty, but he did get rid of poverty by killing all the poor.
He removed the poor.
So apparently, you know,
That could be perceived as a good thing, yes.
Yeah. Get rid of all the poverty. Can we learn that in Australia, maybe? You know. But so I take issue with that. But you know, that's Vlad for you. There was also this story about this Polish nobleman who went and stayed with Vlad the Impaler at his castle, and they were eating dinner. But the stench of dead bodies was putting the Polish nobleman off his food. So Vlad impaled him. Is that really the work of a wonderful Robin Hood type man? You be the judge. Anyway, this is Peter and Kev talking to you from Transylvania.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. So,
See ya. That was good.
that probably just covers the whole video.
Vlad!